Hi, I'm Faith.
And I'm Neysa. And this is
Go Ladies, a podcast about navigating life, love,
and so much more
from a 40-plus perspective. If there's a cure for this, I don't want it. I don't want it.
I like that one.
I know you do.
I don't want the fucking cure.
Speaking of cures,
I want the fucking cure.
that's the Diana. You know, Neysa thinks she's Diana Ross, y'all.
No matter how far. Yes.
No way.
Don't get me started. You know I love Miss Diana.
I'll give you your background.
Girl, Miss Ross.
Miss Ross.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love her.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to go on a Diana Ross spiral.
Oh, God.
But do you remember doing the Berry Gordy tributes? And she got up and sang to Barry. And, you know, for years and years and years and years, they denied her relationship.
Oh, right? For sure.
But everybody and mama knew
Rhonda.
that Rhonda, Daddy Barry. Because Rhonda looked just like her daddy.
She sure does.
But during the tribute,
mm-hmm.
and they grown. Like,
yeah.
It was like in the past, I'm going to say past 10,
mm-hmm.
maybe 15
mm-hmm.
years. Diana Ross on this stage singing to Barry, thanking him for all the things.
Oh.
I know he was tapping that night.
No.
Because she sang to him. She
and
sang him down.
Oh, okay.
And like it was only them in the room.
Oh.
Said, you don't look at me like Diana look at Barry right now and how he looked back at her. Don't want me. And I was happy to see it because they were obviously huge sexual tension.
Absolutely.
Obviously respect and adoration.
Right.
Years of trials and tribulations, I'm sure. Because they both did some, you know. But the fact that here we are grown, 60, 70 grown. And I'm going to do me. And y'all can see it if you want to. I'll close your eyes. But hey, we here. And they were. And I'm sure they had a good time that night. Right. The wig stand was rocking.
Oh, not the wig stand.
You don't mess your hair up all the time. You know,
that's true.
You take it out. Take a little piece off. So shake and go. Put it back on in the morning.
Thank you, Neysa, for your behind the scenes story.
I do.
It was very compelling. Yeah.
I'm a Miss Ross fan. I'm a Miss Ross fan.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. You started
it? I did. Go ahead.
Where you been?
Everywhere. Outside. First of all, let me say this. The Meek Mill song, Dreams and Nightmares. I used to pray for times like these.
Yes.
Like this. Yes. That's where I am right now. I'm living in that space.
Oh, I'm happy.
Like, I really am.
I'm so happy.
I am. And I am enjoying life.
I think I might cry a little bit.
No, don't. I mean, if you do, it's okay.
No, I am.
But
so
I really used to
pray,
like, yeah. When you really think about, I'm not gonna be preachy, but y'all, God is good, and I look back truly over my life, not to be preachy, but like,
preach on.
When the things that you prayed for manifest,
yes.
So that's kind of the space I'm in now. I'm like, wow, I really used to like pray to be able to go and do and travel and just enjoy life in a certain way. So yeah, you're so cute. I'm growing up. Excuse me. And I'm just on this journey and I'm happy to be here. So where have I been? We had Labor Day. That was the most recent holiday. Are you crying? Oh, Neysa's crying, y'all. Neysa knows. She knows my story.
I keep my Kleenex behind
you
the thing.
don't know my story.
I just cry when I laugh.
You do cry.
I am so
you
happy
hear what I'm saying? Yeah. I used to pray for this.
Too much time on this makeup today. This contour trying to look skinny. I'm trying. But
thank you for being happy for me.
That makes my heart.
Well, let's pause. Yes.
That makes my heart happy.
Yeah.
You're gonna pause it?
But just
and I'm gonna go in and be like, here, right here.
Well, I make space for feelings, so you clearly are having a reaction to me saying that.
No, I am happy.
Yeah. Thanks.
Like I am genuinely.
I know you are
happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Oh, nay.
I mean, multiple reasons.
Yeah.
But yeah, anybody who finds joy, I'm happy for people winning, period.
Likewise.
You know me, I'm happy for people winning.
Yes, yeah.
But to be able to have a front row seat.
Yeah, you do.
To the trials and tribulations. And that's not saying that all the shit still ain't there.
Exactly.
But to find joy in the midst of, be happy with the space, girl.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for coming to today's show.
That's the message. That's the caption. Go be great. No.
Have a good day. Really? Has the benediction? I'm going to get together.
You're fine. Okay. But that really is, it's not the absence of chaos.
Right.
Like you said, I still have personal things happening. But,
yes,
you know, if you all check the IG, I talked about finding a moment of joy. Yes. The whole day might not be joyful. And people who naturally tend to be happy or lighter, which I identify with, it doesn't mean that there aren't things happening.
Of course.
But my perspective on life is shifting.
Right.
I'm in a shift, and I like it.
Good. Good. You deserve it.
Yeah, thank you.
You've worked for it. You have scratched, I hate to put out the mud, but you scratched this shit out the mud. So, yes.
It's dirty.
Yes. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Yeah.
So what has brought you joy? Because we all know your love language is
you
dancing.
bring me joy.
She's coming back, too.
She is. I'm trying to get tickets.
Yeah.
I'll talk about that later.
Okay.
So Labor Day we just had. Mm-hmm. And in Atlanta is this event called House in the Park. And it's been going on for 19 years. I just found out about it last year.
Hey.
Which is great. Right. Yeah. That brings me joy. Finding something new, which is new to me. It might not be new to them, but it's new to me, which I'm like, that's a testament to them. They're going to be 20 next year. And it's like, wow, people are still discovering this event. I feel that way with music. A song may be old, and I'm just discovering it. So it's a day festival. It was like from noon to 8, and it's house music. So if you love house music, this is it. It's in a park, and it's like a huge family reunion. Like, people bring tents, food, fellowship, fun, all of that. And it actually is a family event. There weren't a lot of kids, but there were some children there. Because it doesn't lend itself to, things you don't want your kids exposed to, in my opinion. So it's open to everybody. You have vendors. And then we're like on the dance floor is a tennis court, and it's 4 DJs, one of which I found out my brother knows.
Really?
Yeah. And they're just playing house music. And for me, house music, and I don't care if it sounds weird, it's spiritual. If you've ever really listened to it, the beat for me, I mean, being descendants of Africa, you hear that African, like it's a drum, it's melodic, it's some of everything. And I'm just like, yes. So I'm just dancing. It was hot as hell. I took water breaks. It was hot. I had my sweat rag.
Good.
I did. But you dancing. We're just in there. It's just a beat, just a constant And you have different levels of house music. I'm not an aficionado. Don't come for me. But sometimes it's a song that they've made into a house mix. So there was a Marvin Gaye song they were playing, and it was a remix, and I was like, well, I like this. It's just a groove. It's a groove. And I was there with a lot of good people. Shout out to Nunswood Safari family. Akila. We love Akila. The show loves Akila. We love Latrice. Dr. Jackson's been on the show. So, yeah. One of my good friends from high school, Shabazz, he hates when I introduce him as my prom date, but we went to prom together. He's like, I'm so much more. You are, but you're my prom date.
Yeah.
And I saw family while I was there. I saw my father, my best friend since I was in 4th grade. Yeah. It was just a good time. But House in the Park, especially if you love house music, it's just a vibe. Nobody's out to hurt anybody. We're having a good, safe time. You're dancing with strangers.
That's a blessing.
And people come from all over.
And they're dancing.
And we're just dancing.
I feel like we're in that whole season of niggas don't dance no more. All they do is this, and that's nothing.
Yeah.
They just do laps around the club.
Yeah, hello.
We just at the track. It's called 5K. I gotta get dressed up to do laps.
Right.
Yeah.
And because it's outside, ain't no stiletto pumps, ain't no you're comfortable. But you're having and it's all ages. I didn't feel, sometimes we talk about being invisible, though, the older you get. No, the old heads was cutting up. Do you hear me? I was like, okay, I can learn something from y'all.
Good.
So yes, dancing brings me joy.
That is definitely her love language.
It is.
You know.
Just free to be. I felt safe. I felt like it was a safe space. I didn't have to know the latest TikTok dance. Like, that's all upper body. Right.
Your feet ain't moved in 6 years.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a groove. Just a groove. So,
okay.
Yeah. That's where I've been.
Yay.
You're so cute, Neysa.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. How are you? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Y'all, I think when we last spoke, you
Yeah.
had the COVID.
I did have COVID.
You had the COVID. We were on Zoom. If you are a faithful viewer, when we last were here, Faith had COVID. We did it on Zoom.
Yes.
And I had mentioned that I had been sick that week. And I was feeling better, trying to feel better. It's gotten worse. So I'm one of those people, like, I would put on the whole face so I don't look like what I'm going through.
Right.
It's gotten significantly worse, honestly. I feel pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
If you haven't been a faithful viewer, let me bring you up to speed. I have an autoimmune disease that is currently in a flare. My worst flare had happened in February. Well, I thought it was going to be my worst flare because it affected my mobility. Like, my legs hurt, my joints hurt so bad. It was really just hard moving around. This has had some tinges of that from the legs, but it's been more so my hands, my face, like my jaw, my ear. I can't hear out of this ear right now.
Right.
Cognitive brain fog. Like, my daughter said to me, "You're searching for words."
Yeah.
You know? And at this age, you know, you'd be afraid about stroke and trying to,
Right.
I'm doing the FAC, like, let me see if I'm crooked, like, help me, Lord.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And it's frustrating because many people have ailments. And I don't negate anyone's ailments because I think that, especially for stomach issues and autoimmune, there's this big bucket. And you have to figure out which is yours out of that whole big bucket.
Right.
And then try to treat and manage that. And many of them have to be managed, not really treated.
Right.
And so my doctors are trying really hard to figure out what's wrong. I'm on a huge waiting list to get into a new rheumatologist. But it's been a struggle. I worked from home for 2 weeks. I did go into the office this week. And as I told my doctor when I saw them again on Wednesday, so I feel like I'm faking it all day, trying to fake wellness. Like, let me go ahead and perform this act, this 8-hour play, and then come home and I'm like, okay, Lord, or
take the mask off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I haven't been in the best headspace. I guess my social show because I ain't been out there nowhere. I've been missing like a mud because I haven't felt well.
All right.
I really just have not felt well. And it's, of course, the worst time. It's the busiest season at work right now for me.
Yeah.
It's right before homecoming. This is prime gym, get your snatch back time, you know?
Yeah.
It is prime time on a board that I'm on. I actually have to go testify tomorrow, Monday, at a hearing regarding that. It's just all the things that I'm doing. It's the hectic season. And here I am, like, I don't know if I can do a job. And my daughters are moving in amazing directions. But, of course, you want to be a good parent. You want to be a good daughter. My parents have some health ailments right now. And so I haven't been able to go home to do any of that. I've canceled a vacation because of it. It's been really hard.
Yeah.
It's been really, really hard. And it's been amazingly hard because Chris isn't here. For all the ups and downs of marriage, he held my hand when I didn't feel good.
Yeah.
And I don't want to burden my daughter with that. I have great daughters.
You do.
I do. I have great daughters. I have great friends. They will come here and sit with me and do all the things.
Yeah.
At the same time, I also recognize caregiving is hard. And my daughters are 23 and 21. They deserve to live their lives.
True.
You know, and we're not at a point where I need them here to babysit me all the time.
Right.
Because, not to quote Nikki Giovanni and James Baldwin, but don't go out to the world and fake it for them and come home with your asshole
Right.
me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I'm trying to give them, if I'm giving all this to the world, let me say something to people that really do matter in my life, you know? I'm going to cry through this whole damn episode, ain't I?
And that's okay.
This face is beat, y'all. Get this face quick.
It's still beat. It's gorgeous.
But,
as are your tears.
But it's been really, really hard.
Yeah.
Really. And it's, like, even yesterday I had a lunch meeting at work. And on the way to the meeting, I had here before the meeting. Walking to the meeting, my damn hearing goes out. And I'm like,
yeah.
Hear nothing at the ear.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So then I'm working my speech pattern.
Right.
I can't even open my mouth wide. So it's affecting what I eat. It's
it's affecting us.
Girl. I can't even get no man right now. I got issues.
Eggplant. Yes.
Actually, I probably could.
You could.
Everybody on 600-pound life got a man. So, you know, it is what it is. Some people like fixer-uppers.
I love you, Neysa.
You know, but
yes.
I'm just, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle. And I've been busy, but sometimes I've been lonely in the midst of it. You know?
Yeah.
But
okay.
Speaking about your moments of joy, there was a moment yesterday or the day before. I was in my car. Nothing had changed. Like, nothing had gotten better.
Yeah.
But I was just like, it's going to be okay. Like, it's going to be okay. And to have that moment, because I didn't, you know, you don't realize how much of a funk you're in till the funk actually lifts a little bit. And you're like, oh, I feel lighter. Like, and I know nothing has changed. But I'm like, it's going to be okay. This is a moment. This is not, you know, and it might be a marathon moment.
Right.
But it's a moment.
Yeah.
And I am blessed to have, you know, people around me that are willing to help me, who look out for me, even when I'm being stubborn and hard-headed. I am in the midst of making yet some additional life changes. People know I gave up beef and pork beginning of the year. I'm now giving up all meat. And I'm working on other triggers like dairy. You know, I love the cheese.
I know. Cheese is delicious. Shoot.
And sugar. And so.
Cocaine.
And y'all know how I love the sugar.
Sweet tea. Okay. Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now. And I'm being totally transparent.
Yeah.
I got a picture of raspberry lemonade in my refrigerator right now. And that's on the last little vestiges of it. I ain't giving up sugar so I can sit about that picture.
And that's real.
I don't give them alcohol.
Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, for you. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus.
So, like, I'm cutting things out, and that's where it is. Like, and I told my doctor this, I'll do my part.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, help me.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll do my part. You know me. I stay bustling with vision, bustling with ideas, bustling with things that I want to do. And, you know, I recognize also I'm a human being, not a human doing. But at the same time, like, don't cut me down now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So, apparently at this season, my job is to heal me. And get that together. I've been listening to Tab.
I'm about to shout, y'all. She go bring the word from the book of
Tab. You know, look.
Yeah.
I've had Tab's audiobook for a while now. I just had never listened to it.
Yeah.
I actually thought I'd fall asleep.
Okay.
Her voice is so soothing. I thought, I'm going to go to sleep. I might need to read this one and not listen to it.
It is
so
so
I already
soothing.
had the audiobook because a friend of mine is one of the, I don't want to say she's a ghostwriter for it, but Tracy Lewis Gidgets, who is my book publisher.
Oh, yeah.
She's an amazing writer in her own right, has published many, many tomes, but also helps others in the writing of their stories.
Yeah.
And so she helped Tab in the writing of her story. I say Tab like I know that lady. Miss Brown.
We know
Tab.
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 Hey, Tab.
Let me be appropriate.
Tab, we love you.
Yes. But so I bought the book a while back because I bought all of Tracy's stuff because you got to support your people, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, let me listen to it. Because I know Tab has had some health ailments. I don't think she ever told us what she had, which I haven't told you. I don't think what I have. I said autoimmune and left it at that.
Yeah.
But she used her vegan journey to really heal her body. And I'm like, well, at this point, I'm grasping at straws. Like, if I even gave up, the meats and this and that, I love a rib. I want a pulled pork or pulled chicken sandwich. I'm a Southern girl.
You're a Southern girl.
Through and through.
You are.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little country ham. Ain't nothing wrong with it. On some white bread, girl. But I'm trying to live here, y'all.
You are. You are.
Better.
Yes.
And so I started listening to her book. And there's one point in the book, and I can't quote it verbatim, but she talks about how she was always working on being thin, being, beautiful, right?
Right.
Like, she'd work out, but I'm working out. Don't look at me like that. Working out for vanity's sake, not for health's sake. And that's always been my story. That's always been my story. If I meet a new trainer, the trainer's like, why do you want to be skinny? I want to look good. What? I want to look good. Well, what do you want to be? A video vixen? Instagram hoe? Like, what? You ask them to tell you my truth.
That's your truth. Yeah.
I was supposed to say, I want cardio health and my cardiovascular system to be this, this, and this. I won't be fine.
That's your truth.
Right?
Yes.
And I wrestle with that. I've always been cute. I've always said to those who know me, really, I don't ever want to be a person who used to be pretty.
Okay.
I know that age comes.
Yeah.
I know that things change. I will wrestle with that. I do wrestle with that. You know what I mean? And so that's just my truth. And so I've always been in this kind of love-hate relationship with how I look in my body, Yeah. And now, when my body feels it's revolting against me, not even in the looks aspect,
right?
Because I was losing weight. That has now plateaued because of everything else that's going on. But I haven't gained it back, but it's plateaued like a mug.
Okay.
I just feel like it's now beyond vanity. Like, now I really got to figure out how to be healthy.
Woo, I was waiting for her to get to it. Look, we could take a collection right now. Just open the door at the church. Go. Come on. I love some good health and wellness. Let's go.
I know.
And what else was revealed in tab time?
It's just a really good tome about.
Yeah.
I love the word tome. About how everyone thinks of her as an overnight success.
Right.
23 years in the making. It's 2 trips to LA. It's at different houses. It's a struggle. And even about this podcast and how we've been growing slowly and authentically. Yeah. And I'm not saying that we're ever going to have a Netflix special. I don't know what we will or won't have. Yeah. But I know that I enjoy this space.
I do too.
I enjoy the things we do. People resonate with the space.
Yeah.
And so it's causing me to pause, even in this effed up season, and be grateful for the journey. And that's the most I can hope for right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still going to have a big vision. I'm tell you tomorrow we're going to jump from this plane.
Right, she is.
And you'd be like, what?
Nope.
But
I see you on the ground. Yep.
Exactly. But that's just how I am navigating it. Like, even with work, I gave myself this week, I said, you know what? You can't do 60. You can't do 60 hours. So I gave myself 50. That's it. All right.
And for you, that is, yes.
And so I'm like, I'm going to stick to 50.
Okay.
Of course, I know there are projects that come and go, but I'm like, 50 has to be my threshold. Yeah. And I need to be okay with that. T.D. Jakes said in his book, Instinct, you have to be okay with going to bed with things undone.
Woo, Jesus. I'm sorry to you.
I've never been that person.
Never. Oh, okay.
You ain't gonna read me this whole show.
I'm not reading. I'm praising them in advance.
You the Kleenex too.
No,
okay.
I'm good. I'm just.
But
my hand,
yes, but that's just. I'm trying to get better about that. Like, this can wait till tomorrow.
It sure can.
And it's okay. And I don't have to be perfect. I need to mop my bathroom floor, my bathroom right now. It might get done today. It might not. Yeah. These braids are really kind of raggedy. They need to come out. It might get done today.
You know, you sound like Liz with them braids.
I know. It might not, you know.
Right. Yeah.
I put a little edge control. If I can make it a little bit longer. Hold on. But,
you still fine, girl.
But
you
I'm
still
just
fine.
like, So I really am in a season of evolving. I told a good friend of ours from the pod that when you see me, people take out the package, plastic, acting brand new. When you see me looking, acting brand new, doing some different shit, got some sage or some whatever, this next evolution of me is going to be.
Yes.
Let me be.
Yeah.
Let me be.
Oh,
because it's going to be hard fought for and earned. So just let me be.
I love it.
I had locks for 6 years, evolved out of that to a different version of me. I've been a different version of me for the past 3 with Chris being gone.
Yeah.
And the evolution's going to continue to happen. And, you know, I feel like maybe this is just that cocoon season. So.
Oh, butterfly coming soon. What?
So that's where I am.
Thank you. First, I say thank you. I honor your feelings.
Come on, y'all.
I respect. No, truly. And those of you listening, you hear make space, but make space for your feelings. Truly feel them and process that. And we're all in evolution. Thank you for sharing that. And I know it's hard for you.
I'm gonna cut that mug out. It's gonna be a whole a black box. Because I'm a G.
Yeah, real G's
cry.
Right real G's cry. And move in silence like lasagna. Both can be true at the same time. But thank you. I am extremely proud of you. You talk about a front row seat. I'm extremely proud of you. While I hate that it takes, your health.
I'm hard-headed. I know.
You're learning a lesson in it. And something that you said spoke to me. You're just in the car and you're still not feeling well. But that was still a moment of joy for you. It comes when you decide, almost, you choose, I'm going to have some sort of peace. It will be okay.
Because the reality is, I don't know. Like, this could heal up tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't know.
Or it might be with me for longer than that.
Yeah.
I can't. You can wallow in pity. You can wallow in sadness. You can walk through those emotions.
Yeah.
But I remember Bishop Walker said years and years and years ago, he's like, yea, though I walk through.
I knew you were going to say that.
Is the key thing. Through. So I don't know how long the walk might be.
Yeah.
But I have to keep walking through.
Woo. You do.
Because I know I'm going to get to the end of it at some point.
Yes.
Yes. And even for people, because I hate when people like, you pray for people that pass away. I would pray for my husband, he passed away. Yeah. But he went through.
He did go through.
The through wasn't how we wanted it to be, but he through. You know what I mean? And so, and he good now, And while I'm not claiming that, I'm just going to be over when I'm dead, I'm going to get through. And there's hard work that comes with it, but there's comfort in that too. And so, I'm crying for real now. We got to stop.
Y'all, this is the Breakthrough Show. We do not have to stop.
We got to
This
stop.
is very healing, Neysa. It's healing. You're going through.
I feel like B. Simone and Megan Ashley.
They do be crying a lot. They be crying a lot.
When they crying? And I be watching them. And I be right there with them like, girl, you gonna make it. But
yes.
But yeah, so that's really just
you're going through.
We done had a whole conversation before this. I didn't cry not one time downstairs.
That's okay. It's okay. It hits you now.
Yeah.
And that's all right.
Like I need some more Kool-Aid.
She don't need no more Kool-Aid. The feelings have triggered some things. I know. And I'm here with you. Your village is here. We're here.
I know. Y'all are great.
And we love you.
Y'all are great.
And you are not a burden.
I know.
You're not. We are happy to be able to be. I personally am. I can't speak for anybody else. Because of how you've helped me, I am honored to be here for you. Please know that. Now I might start crying. But I am passionate about you, Neysa. No, don't put him over. I'm passionate about you. Like, you my girl. I want you. We well together.
Yeah.
God assigned me to you and you to me.
When I thought be your mentor.
She bullied me into mentorship, for those who don't know. I was like,
You
all
want your
right.
cornbread?
But we're assigned to each other. I ain't going nowhere. And you're not either.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah. We going through.
Yeah.
All right.
It's going to be okay.
It is. You have to believe it will be okay.
Yeah.
That mind thing is...
It's serious.
It really is.
It is serious.
Your mind, for real. Mind your mind.
But here's what I will say. Do your research, people. Like, I know some amazing doctors. I have some amazing doctor friends in different areas.
Yeah.
I've had some great doctors. Had some shitty doctors, too. But do your own research, too.
Yes.
And that was a real conversation me and my doctor had to have. I said, I will do the work.
Yeah.
Tell me what you want me to do. I said, now more than ever before, I'll do the work.
Yeah.
You know? And so I've done the work.
Yeah.
You know? I'm 20 down, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's still more work to be done. But I'm doing the work.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm trying. And I don't even strive for perfection. I just try to do my best and try to do better every day.
That's all you can do.
And
yeah.
I'm doing the work. And I'm also, like, researching. And it's not all... don't just throw a pill at everything for me.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I'll take whatever pill you want me to take. Don't get me wrong. But also tell me, don't eat this or do eat this.
Yeah.
Or try this supplement. And I know a lot of people give you knowledge, but I also research that as well.
You do.
Because so many people, well, you should try turmeric. Well, guess what? I took turmeric at the suggestion of my doctor. Guess what allergic to turmeric?
You. Oh, nice. You're right, because it is an anti-inflammatory, but for you, no.
It would not stay down. And I don't know if it's the brand or whatever, but it would not stay down.
Okay.
I had to stop for
Yeah.
a little while, you know? So even in all the research, there's tons of documentaries on health and all these things. We're watching the Blue Zone when I got to, watch it again.
Yes.
I really enjoyed it. But even in all that, you have to do it with a sense of discernment.
Yes. Yes.
And know your own story and think about what works for you and be your own best advocate. I will say I'm always a better advocate for my friends and family than I am for myself. And I have to learn how to be a better advocate for me because...
You are. You're actively doing that.
Yes.
You are.
Because there are times where, everybody has a lot of stuff on their plate. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to get to that. But then when it comes to me, I don't get to that. Because I've done X, Y, and Z. Even last night, I was doing something and I'm like, that does not make you any money. So why are you giving the limited energy you have to something that doesn't make you any money? Let's prioritize that.
Yeah. Come on, self-talk.
Right. Public sentiment does not equate your lights being on.
Right.
So let's do the things that matter in the order that they matter. And then if you get to the overflow, you get to the overflow. But if not, you got to get to that tomorrow.
And I will say, even with this podcast, if her health isn't on point, if mine isn't, you're not going to get a new episode. And you all understand that. We are dealing with a mature crowd.
Yes.
So if life is lifing and things are happening, we'll get to you. We love you. We appreciate the support. But just know that health comes first over here. Health and wellness, mental wellness, all of that, family, that comes first. I just need to say that.
That's true. But that's going to be grown.
Yeah.
But there's another podcast. Yeah. Here's the thing with KevonStage and That Chick Angel. When there was an episode where her phone rang on the show and she had to give and take the phone call. And they streamed live to the Patreon.
Right, yeah.
And so she got up and walked off set, took that phone call, came back. First thing Kev said to her was, "Everything okay?"
Exactly.
Because all this can stop.
Exactly.
Right now.
Yep.
If your mama called, we're like, hey, see y'all next week. Keep it pushing. And I appreciate the fact that shows like theirs, shows like ours, even shows like Know For Sure, they're all big platform shows.
Absolutely.
I mean, ours obviously isn't. I put this in the category, but
it's big platform.
It's big coming. But even with that, the transparent nature of it.
Yes.
And the real nature of it.
Yeah.
I'm not one to get on here and boo-hoo week to week. That's just not going to be me.
Just today.
Just today. But
yeah.
the fact that we can say it's not good right now.
Yep. Yeah.
It's not.
We call audibles. I learned that from you. Call it audible. Neysa ain't gonna make it. My stomach ain't right.
Exactly.
Yeah. And vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Call the audible. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Okay, you talked about blue zones. Can we just go there?
Yeah, we can go to blue zones.
Okay. So
What are blue on?
blues with our blue, I know, repping our set.
Yes.
Wait, do you have on your, we
I got
can't see
TSU.
TSU.
I got my braids in the way.
Southern Heritage Classic.
Yes.
And then, of course, I went to Memphis.
But it's in Memphis, so it works.
It is in Memphis. See? It's a theme. Mm-hmm. Blue zones. So these are areas throughout the world
Yep.
that have have larger concentrations of centenarians, right?
Correct.
So there is a docu-series out on Netflix. It's like How to Live to 100, Secrets of the Blue Zone. And the guy doing the docu-series, he traveled to these different places just to learn more about these people and what keeps them healthy.
Right.
Like they have either little to no dementia. They're living, there's like a 104-year-old. They're active.
Yep.
And so, Neysa, we've had the conversation. I am extremely inspired. I've watched it twice now.
I'm gonna watch it again. I definitely, this is on my list. On my leg fell asleep.
Oh,
So
yeah,
watch
you're
it again.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I am so inspired.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, health isn't one size fits all.
no,
You can't do turmeric.
no.
I love a good turmeric shot. So, but the things that these places had in common, so there's Okinawa, Japan.
Even though that's changed, remember?
It has changed. They did talk about
Yeah,
that.
Western food,
Western
came in,
culture.
and
It's threatening the people.
Yeah.
They're obese now, Okinawa. So I don't know what the timeline was when he did all of this.
I don't know.
But yeah, but it started with they were in Okinawa. They went to Sardinia, which is Italy.
Northern California, the Seventh Day Adventist, something Loma.
Linda Loma. Linda.
Yes.
I was like, pretty Loma.
Got it.
Gotta learn what the Loma is.
Yeah.
I know pretty. So that was one in the States. They were in Greece. Mm-hmm. They like their wine though in Greece. I was like, I like y'all, but it's their specific wine. Right. It's not imported.
In Italy, the pasta and the bread. Mm-hmm. But it's not preservative and shut up with sugar and all the things that ours have here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, and the walking.
So it really, for me, it's their way of life. So they are not consciously, I'm going for a walk, right? That's how they get around. Right. But I'm going to church. I gotta go to the garden. I'm walking. So that says a lot. Obviously, in the States, that's not the case. Especially here, things are spread out. Nashville's a drivable city. You have to drive.
Right.
Because there isn't, I'm walk to the corner store.
We have a few walkable neighborhoods, like 5 Points.
Right.
Nashville.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not the majority.
Yeah. And they talked about, he said, here in the States, we've engineered activity out for convenience. We've traded that for convenience. Mm-hmm. So whereas, we used to be an agricultural society, et cetera, now it's convenience. It's fast food. It's drive-through. It's, Uber Eats. It's like all of that, but to our detriment, essentially.
Very much so. We go to the gym because we don't move in our day-to-day. That's the reality of it. Mm-hmm. I had to check myself recently because I do all my work at a computer, right?
Yeah.
Then all of my volunteer work, even this show is a seated show.
Yeah, we're sitting down.
I'm editing the show, I'm in front of a computer. But I'm doing volunteer work for the boards that I'm on a computer. Updating websites on a computer. I could sit in my chair literally 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
And then I gotta go to the gym. I've taken 3 steps. That's been to the bathroom. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So, but they move so much that it's just part of their being.
Yeah, it is.
And it's not an extra thing. I gotta walk to get to X, Y, and Z house. So it is what it is. You know? And seeing that was really interesting. Also, the other thing they talked about was community.
I love that.
I don't live near my family.
Right. Yeah.
I have created family and friends here that are amazing.
Yeah.
But, thinking about what does that really look like, like we have to be more intentional about having those time and those spaces together, and not curated spaces.
Right.
Everything has become
I know
grammed in an event and all that. Like, what happened to the old school just pull up?
that's true.
I just want to lay eyes on you. Let's have a conversation. You know what's good about that? Carrie's good about
Carrie's
that.
too, yes.
Carrie's good about that. Like, Carrie be like, let's come to the house. You get there, be like, okay, let's just sit here on this couch and eat and giggle, and we go
drink lemon drops.
Yeah, we don't drink lemon drops. But it's been...
That's true.
That's great. But we need to do more of that. Like, just put it on the calendar and be like, hey, come through. I got a bag of chips and this bottle of hooch. Let's go.
Well, in Okinawa, those women who just pull up, essentially, they walk over, but, and they get together. They're not related, but they're in community regularly. Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. I like that.
And, I mean, we have that. I mean, we're both in a sorority, right?
Right.
We have that sisterhood and support. You send cards and check on people and all that as part of that. But there is something to be said about that family of sisterhood. Like, I know if I'm not answering the phone, I got multiple folks going to pull up on me. Like, hey, girl. And some of y'all ain't going to say, hey, girl. Some of y'all say some other words.
We going to cuss at you.
Yeah. But and y'all got keys to the house. So y'all going to pull up.
Like, hello.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I love it. So you have community, health. They eat little to no meat. The places that they visited in this docuseries. It's very much...
a lot of minestrone.
I like minestrone.
I bought some minestrone the other day.
I like soup.
I can't open my mouth. I was like, let me try this soup and see if this will work. So.
I love soup, and vegetable soup is what I eat. So, but yeah, that was the things that these places had in common: community, vegetarian diet. They all had a belief system, a faith belief, a higher power of some sort. And then it was like two other things, but those for me really stuck out. And the Seventh-day Adventist, you mentioned volunteering. The one woman's like in her 70s, and her volunteering is physical, like collecting things and taking them where they need to go, or But for me, and I shared this with you. Again, they aren't wealthy by the world standards, whatsoever. And for me, that it was relatable. But you're choosing to have joy. You're choosing to have peace. You know what I mean?
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
We got money.
True.
By the World's Cup.
Yeah.
I turn on my water faucet and water comes out.
Absolutely.
I got money.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can't say that.
That is true.
Yeah.
I'm
not always a good steward of it.
I'm not either.
Or.
Definitely not.
Buying convenience, like you said. Sometimes it's laziness, sometimes it's time constraints, Yeah. And so that's another thing that, I can definitely work on and to move forward. Because, like you said, the one in Costa Rica, like, they ain't got no money.
They ain't got no money.
They living life and happy.
Truly happy. Out there with the horses and the goats. But they're happy. Yeah. They drink beer. They go dancing. My boy takes a nap. Rest was a part of it too. They
in nature.
In nature. Yeah. Environment. I don't know. You heard the story of the guy who was like, he moved back to Greece. He was told he only had like 6 months to live and live like 4 decades more. I'm like, wow. Environment makes a huge difference. Yeah. I don't know. It just resonated with me. And you, honestly, we both can speak to it, but I know you can. We've talked, doctors are like, you got to stress less, but they're not telling you how. You don't know my load. It's easy to just throw that out there. You don't know my story. You don't. It's easy to be like, Neysa, you got to cut down on stress.
Girl, okay. I had in 2020, I had a doctor tell me, you need to cut down on stress. I'm black in America. I'm a black female in America.
Come on.
Houseway.
Right.
I'm a black female in America that work every day.
Yeah.
Black people in America is raising children that work every day.
Yeah.
And you want me to talk about stress less? That if I did nothing else but be black female in America, it's stressful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stressful.
Yes.
Said on the show, actually said at work yesterday to a group of coworkers. It was Thursday. I said, you know, my safety requires me to navigate whiteness and maleness the minute I walk out of my house.
Right. All right.
So because of that, that's a level of stress.
That just comes. That's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you want me to say de-stress, and I'm working on
You
eliminating
are.
some additional things I put on myself because I can't change
Right.
those two things.
Right.
So I'm like, actually you can, but one of them, actually two of them nowadays. But you know, I'm not choosing to change them.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Sam J, the comedian.
Yeah.
She mentioned in one of her stand-ups or one of her HBO show, but she is a masculine presenting woman. You know what I mean? And I think that's how she described herself. So I want to be very accurate in that. But she mentioned that when she started dressing more masculine, her ability to move around at night went up, and her fear went down.
Okay.
It didn't go down immediately, obviously, because you're still a woman.
Yeah.
But after she realized that dudes were no longer looking at her as sexual prey, they just nodding because, you know, they know from her look that she obviously is not with them for the most part.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, this is how y'all move around the world? With like no care concern?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
To be able to, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I'm just like, well, you know, there's a luxury in some of that that we don't always have at our disposal.
That's true. I am proud of you, though, for taking steps to get healthy.
And I am proud of you for carving joy and living your life abundantly and happily.
Thank you.
You deserve it all.
Thank you. As do you.
Okay, guys. So look, we just shared our whole souls in this show today. So
come on, soul.
If you feel so compelled, share what you're doing for yourself.
Yeah.
In the comments below, share your thoughts on how you're improving your own life, whether it's mental health, whether it is your, you know, job environment, whether it is your physical health. You know, please share that because we're all trying to learn from each other.
I'm moving to Costa Rica. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. You was going to be Puerto Rico last time. Now you Costa Rica.
I know. If I find a blue zone in Puerto Rico, you know. I love old people. You know that. I can learn a lot. You can learn a lot.
Yes, you can.
From the senior saints.
There's a lot of life there.
Whew.
They will also cut you down sometimes.
Absolutely.
But it's okay.
They do.
It's okay.
But I'm going to go.
Okay.
And be in a blue zone.
You probably will.
Yeah.
She'll probably be up there for real. So, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch more of our content, you can find us, of course, on all the podcast platforms.
Yes.
Of course, YouTube, Spotify, and then, of course, our socials, IG, TikTok, and, of course, Facebook. Have a great day, guys.
She said it all. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
More life. Bye.